8:23, welcome back to the show. And you know, my grandmother's biggest thing was the writing of the thank you note. At birthdays, at Christmas, it didn't matter what she received or what she gave, it was the thank you note that was the most important part. Now, between job interviews, gifts, weddings, and even condolences, sometimes it's hard to know when and what to write. Sure is a good thing we have Gerald Glascock from the Southern Institute of Etiquette and Protocol here to sort it all out for us.
Let's talk just a little bit about the card first.
Now there's card stuff, not just when?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's get into it.
Okay, you have two different kinds of cards. You can hold them.
I will.
One says thank you on the outside, and the other one just has either an initial or it could have your company logo, which is acceptable.
And the initial would be your monogram, your last name monogram, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And what you don't want is you don't want to buy the ones that say thank you on the outside.
Why? You don't want to
It's
let
extremely
people know that?
less formal.
Okay.
But what it happens is thank you is very personal.
Right.
And so you want to make sure that you write that on the inside.
Now, it really is a difference when you handwrite versus something you type out. Handwritten note seems to just be a lot more connective, right?
Right. But some people, they're so embarrassed of their handwriting. But most people don't care. They would rather see, the handwriting and try to decipher it than, have something that's typed up or computer generated.
Okay.
Now, if you have to, because your handwriting, maybe you're just not able to write it, then you can generate one by the computer.
Right,
but use like the script tech or font.
Okay. All right, so let's get into when we should. Now, because again, it was always birthdays and Christmases that Mimi would always be like, a month later, Tyler, where is that thank you card? And my mom would be like, have you sent that card to her yet?
That's right.
So, on birthdays and Christmas, what's the general rule? How soon do I need to whip those things back out?
Within 2 weeks. Anytime you receive a gift,
I don't think I ever made that.
Within 2 weeks.
Okay.
Weddings, within 90 days. You have 3 months.
So a gift could be a birthday, Christmas, bar mitzvah, any kind of ceremony directed towards you, 2 weeks, but weddings is 90 days.
Right.
Why is that?
Because of the fact that maybe they took an extended honeymoon.
Sure. Okay.
And, it's just a little bit longer. They give them to settle down. Because sometimes it takes a month or so before they open all the gifts.
Right. What about, job, and a lot of folks don't think about this, but sending a thank you follow-up note to an interview.
Interview.
When do I send a thank you? You meet with me, you interview me for a position at the Southern Institute for Etiquette. When do I send that thank you note to you?
Immediately.
Like the next day?
That day, if at all possible.
Now, is an email acceptable in a business setting like that, or is a handwritten card still preferred?
An email or a text, neither one, or even a phone call.
Well, I don't know if I text.
Yeah.
Dear potential boss, thanks, bro.
Yeah, no, none of the above are even considered a thank you.
Right, okay. So you go right back to the basics.
That's right. If somebody spent time or money, then you need to send them a thank you card.
What about condolences? When, if a family member dies and you send a card, when do I have to send the thank you for thinking of me, Gerald card?
The funeral or the time of bereavement, these are the only times that you don't have to send a thank you card because maybe you're just so distraught over the loss.
Okay.
So it's acceptable not to have, send one, but if you can, then go ahead and send one.
Sure.
Try to get it out within a few weeks.
But because of the situation, it's not necessarily bad etiquette not to.
That's correct.
I got you. All right, so there you go. 2 weeks, 90 days, maybe if not, and immediately the 4 rules of thumb for the different
Now,
thank
also, you always want to make sure that if you're at a gatekeeper, you always want to make sure that you send out the thank you card immediately when you get back in your car. And that's why it's always important to have thank you cards in your car as well.
Now, the gatekeeper, of course, being the secretary or somebody for an interview. That's the gatekeeper, the person that you may talk to and say, hello, I'm looking for Mr. Glascock, please.
That's right.
That's your gatekeeper, and you want to keep her in your good graces as well, I would suspect. So, very good. Mr. Glascock, as always, good stuff. Thank you, and I'll be working on the thank you note for this little segment here in just a couple minutes. In fact, thank you. I'll get this done. Here we go. But there's always tips for you at MidlandsConnect.com as well. Coming up in a couple of minutes, are you driving a car that has potentially faulty floor mats? We'll tell you about it. Good Day Columbia is coming right back. Stay with us.